Hi, Tim Cooper here. Sorry, I had a bit of a frog in my throat as I started. Always a nice way to greet people. Anyway, it's Tim Cooper here. And good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I just want to bring you some daily motivation, something to think about, something to inspire you to move forward and succeed. And today we're going to talk about a quote. I don't know whose quote this is. I always like to give credit where credit's due, but there wasn't any name on this quote when I found it. And the quote simply says, successful people never worry about what others are doing. Successful people never worry about what others are doing. And this is so important because I've seen this time and time again, where people are absolutely obsessed with what they perceive their competition and what they're doing. I have seen people basically camp on the websites of their perceived competition and just see their specials and their business structure and their offerings and that sort of stuff and get really stressed about it. And what's that doing? What's that doing? It's not doing anything for you and your business when you do that sort of stuff. All it's doing is stressing you out and sending you into a spin and putting you in a very negative place. Okay. Now, if you watched any of the summit information, as you may or may not know, Gail and I did a summit, a 5-day summit. That information is still available. You'll understand that really when you structure your business correctly, your competition falls away. When you structure your business correctly, you don't have competition because what you're doing is you're making yourself incomparable. Okay, you are building a business that is beyond compare, that has no equal, that cannot be judged. Basically, So when you put a price on something, people can't compare that to another business because nobody else is offering what you're offering. It's incomparable. So concentrate on your own business. Don't worry about what other people are doing. The other thing that you understand too is that you make assumption that what other people are doing is actually working, and you get yourself in this tiz over they're doing this, they're doing this, they're doing this. But do you know what their finances are? Can you see their bank account? Can you actually see whether it's actually being successful or not? It may look great. You might think, oh, that's fantastic, but is it actually working for them? So let other people's businesses be theirs and just focus on your business. And as soon as you focus on your business and put your energy into your business and be positive and move forward and be inventive and follow those sound business principles that we've spoken about over and over and over again, that's when you're going to see success. I can assure you that money follows where your focus is. And I've experienced this personally so many times. Being an entrepreneur, often my energy is split between projects, and I see the money shift between the projects. I see the money shift to where I'm concentrating my energy to at that time. Okay, so I know that when I was in private practice and building these side businesses, which have now become far more than a side business now, but in the early days where I had to have this income here and building this income here, whenever I was focusing heavily on one or the other, that's where the money was. And that's why you can't be focusing on what everybody else is doing, okay? Your focus has to be on you and your business. And saying, don't worry, and we know that if you're following the herd, you're going in the wrong direction anyway. So what are you doing worrying about what others are doing? We know that 90% of businesses fail in the first 5 years. So why are you worried about them? They're probably doing it wrong. They're probably going to be gone in 5 years or less. So don't worry about them. Don't waste your energy. Don't worry about what they're doing. You've got your sound, proven strategies. You know that if you want to be part of that top 5%, you're going to have to step out of the zone and you've got to do things completely differently. Sometimes it's counterintuitive, okay? But that's that's another thing that sets successful people apart. Okay, there's lots of things that set successful people apart. This is one more thing, that they are focused, they are laser focused on their objective and their business and what they're doing, what their mission what their mission is, what they want to bring to the world. That's what they're focused on, and they don't care about perceived competition, because as far as they're concerned, there is none. What they're doing is unique and different, and that's the way you've got to be. So that's my little piece of motivation and inspiration for you today. Get your business set up correctly, become incomparable, bring something different to the world, and you won't have anybody to compare to or be compared against. Okay, you take care. I'll see you next time.